My name's Camille, and today I'm going to be making a video about my mommy morning basket. I am a mama to 4 kiddos. They are 8, 7, 4, and 2, and I'm 27 weeks pregnant. So the idea of a mommy morning basket just really came from my research of homeschooling and this whole thing of morning baskets, which is where you can go through several different subjects or books or things that you want to get to, but you don't have time to get to them every day. So just kind of loop through them in your morning basket. Funny enough, we don't actually have a morning basket in our homeschool routine right now. So it's kind of funny, but I recently got into a little bit of a slump where I wasn't really spending any time developing my mind or my spirit to the extent that I would like to. So I heard about this idea of the morning basket with homeschooling, and I thought I'm gonna do that for myself. Now, probably most of us mamas have a morning basket. It might not be in a basket, it might be a morning pile, or just a pile of stuff you wanna get to, you wanna read, you wanna do. One day. Maybe it's just a pile on your nightstand or on your desk or in a few different places. This is just all of that put together in one place. I liked putting it in a basket so that I could carry it from room to room wherever I'm gonna plop down and actually get to these books. So this is just a little container that I already had from the Dollar Tree, and it's nothing special. Maybe one day I'll get a fancier basket because I do love pretty baskets and bins and things, but this is what I have right now. So here's what is in here. Every morning I do my best to get up before the kiddos and have some time for myself, some time with God, and I'll pray and I get into the Word. Right now what I'm doing is I'm following an app called Read Scripture, and it is just a really great app. It breaks down the Bible for a year. So right now I'm still in the Old Testament. I'm in 2 Samuel, so I'll read a few chapters from 2 Samuel, whatever they say for the day, and then a psalm as well. I just prefer to read it from the paper Bible rather than on my phone for some reason. So I'll go there. And then another thing that's great about the Read Scripture app is that periodically, whenever you get to the next book in the Bible or a critical part in a book, they have a video that corresponds with it, and they're just so well done. I think their YouTube channel is called Read the Bible. I don't know, but I'll link it below. They just make incredible content breaking down the Bible so that you can understand the context and just a lot. It's great. Anyway, it's really helping me with reading. So I'm doing that right now. I'm learning so much and I'm just loving it. And then I also have in here my the Passion Translation, which is just Psalms, Proverbs, and the New Testament. But sometimes when I read my psalm for the day in here, I also like to read it in the Passion Translation. It's just such a beautiful, poetic translation. I love it. Once I'm done with my Bible reading for the day, I'll just pray, spend some time thinking about God and who He is and talking with Him. Then I go a little bit deeper into my prayer time. So I have these 2 books that I'm using right now to help me to do that. The first one is called Boldly I Come by Evangelist Kofi. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'll link it below. It is so awesome. It's a simple little book, and it just he writes about prayer and the power of prayer. And then there are different categories in here, and there's just a list of prayer points. So you can read through them. You can dwell on one prayer point and just really focus on it. And it's so great. It is just a really great book. And so often, depending on the day, I'll pick this up and I'll choose one of those categories and I'll read through those prayer points and I'll just really spend some time getting deeper in my prayer life. The other one is called Lines, Confessions That Create Boundaries Your Enemy Cannot Cross by Carolyn Shuttlesworth. This is such a great book. It's a 40-day devotional. I don't read it every day. I just reach for it on the days that I want to. So each day it has a confession and a scripture that goes with it, and then just a short devotional, and then some really thought-provoking questions for that day to really just go deeper in prayer and learn more about yourself and about God and about your faith. It just really is awesome. So I highly recommend this devotional. So Bible and prayer time. Then I just haven't read a book in years. Yes, I have a lot of kids, I'm busy, yada, yada, yada. But I wanted to get back into reading because I used to love to read. So I picked a couple of books. I have had this book on the shelf for a while and wanting to read it, and I just haven't made the time. So now whenever I have a chance to sit down and read, which is most days, I have at least 30 minutes that I can sit and read, and my kids see me reading, and it's a great thing, you know? So this one is called You Are the Girl for the Job by Jess Conley. Daring to Believe the God Who Calls You. Just a motivating book that helps you to discover what your calling is and how to really go for it. And it is just so encouraging and funny and well written, and I love it. So there's that one. And then the other one is a little deeper. It's not like a God book, and look at what my kid did. My 2-year-old ripped off the front, so I have to tape that on. And it's called Glow Kids by Nicholas Carteras, I think, sorry. How Screen Addiction is Hijacking Our Kids and How to Break the Trance. So this book just is talking about screen addiction that is actually a thing that can happen with our kids with these personal devices. So it's just a really interesting book talking a lot about addiction in general, and then about screen addiction, how it can happen, and then it provides hope for people that their kids are experiencing that. Obviously, technology is here to stay, and we can use it in a healthy way, in moderation, that kind of thing. But this is really just going after the problem that it can be with addicting video games and social media, what it does to young brains. There's a lot of science information in here, but I'm just really enjoying it and learning and growing from it. So ideally, I'd like to have one nonfiction and one fiction book. So once I'm done with whichever one of these I finish first, I'm gonna replace it with a fiction book, because I haven't read a novel in years, and I used to love to read. So I really want to have that joy and beauty back in my life. I think it's good for me. I know that it's good for my kids to see me enjoying those kinds of things. It's something that I want them to enjoy in their life. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then along that same vein of beauty and joy, another thing I used to like to do and that I just haven't done in years is crafty stuff. So I found this little embroidery kit at Walmart, less than $5, and it comes with everything you need to make a cute little embroidery thing. So this is just something whenever I have a few minutes and I want to sit down and do something that I enjoy, I do this for a few minutes. Yeah, it's probably taken me a while, but whatever. That is everything that is in my mommy morning basket, which is really just an any time of day basket, and doesn't have to be a basket, can be a pile or different places around the house, whatever, like I said before. So I'll link all of these books down below in the description box. And I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, I think it's just so important for us as moms to find a few minutes to grow and to enjoy something that's beautiful and that gives us joy. And I think that when our kids see us doing that, it's a powerful thing, because I know that when my kids grow up, I want them to enjoy things about life, and I want them to continue to grow and learn throughout their whole lives. So I want to be able to set an example of that. So instead of just using my free time to watch shows or scroll through social media like I was doing, it was really just stressing me out. So this is just a way more productive way to spend any free time that I have or that I create intentionally for myself, because a lot of times we have to do that, right? So this is just a better way to spend that time, I think. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.